Hi guys, welcome to my channel, and this time we're going to discuss about density property of rational numbers. So ito yung topic na bihira lang nabibigyan ng importance to discuss. So when we say density property, we mean that for every two given rational numbers, there exists a rational number. Okay? So meron daw isang rational number in between two given rational numbers. And actually, the thing is, there is uncountable rational numbers between any two given rational numbers. So, hindi lang isa ang pwede mong ma-insert na rational number, kundi marami. And as I've said, it's uncountable. Okay? But most of the time, when we say density property, we are commonly asked about just the number halfway between them. Halfway between the two given rational numbers. Or, in other words, we say, yung pinakagitna. Okay? So, before we have examples, I am going to state first the rules. So, let's now move on to the next. Okay. So, for the first one, okay, if you're given two rational numbers and you're just simply asked about the rational number midway, so it's the other way for saying halfway between them. Okay, where A and B here are the rational numbers, we can easily determine the rational number between them using the formula 1 over 2 times the quantity of A plus B. Okay, again, A and B are the rational numbers given. And if you're going to look at this formula, it reminds you of the formula to get the average of two numbers, right? We add and then we divide by 2. Take note, in the previous lessons, we discussed about the relationship between multiplication and division. So in division, if you say divided by, okay, so let's get started. Okay, so here's the first example. Find a rational number halfway between 5 and 6. So gaya na sinabi natin sa rule kanina, we get the average to determine the rational number halfway between them. So when we get the average, it's going to be 5 added to 6 all over 2. And we know that the sum of 5 and 6 is 11 over 2. Or, pwede nyo i-convert yan sa decimal number. You have 5.5. Okay? And there you have the rational number between 5 and 6. The rational number halfway between them. Okay? Let's move on to the next. So this time, you're going to get still a rational number halfway between two given fractions naman. Okay? So, just like what we had in the first example, all we have to do is to get the average of the two. Instead of dividing by 2, gagamitin naman natin ngayon yung multiplication equivalent niya, multiplying by 1/2. So, we have 1/2 multiplied by the sum of 2/3 and 1/9. Okay? So, we know and we observe that the given fractions inside the bracket is a set of dissimilar fractions. So, we have to get the LCD. And the LCD is 9. Okay, so write 9 on the denominator. Facing lang natin yung 9. Mukha siyang Q. Okay, so we write 9. Okay, so 9 divided by 3 is 3 times 2 is 6. And then since the second fraction is the denominator 9 already, we just copy the numerator 1. And we have 1 over 2 multiplied by the quantity of 7 over 9. And then you just proceed to the multiplication of the two fractions. And there you have 7 over 18. And that's it. Okay? Let's proceed to the next. Okay, so this time, we have to insert 3 naman. 3 rational numbers. 3 rational numbers between 8 and 9. So, ganito magiging itsura niya. So, 8. And then, tatlong blanks. And then, 9. Okay? So, sabi natin, yung rational number exactly between two given rational. Okay, so itong pinakagitna ay makukuha if we get the average of 8 and 9, diba? So, I'll use another color, so suppose yellow. Para dito, we get the sum of the two and then divided by 2. So 8 and 9 is 17 all over 2. There you go. That the second one is 17 halves. And we write that using white or maybe, kita ba yung red? Sulitan yung red. Ayan, 17 halves. Tapos, di ba, etong pangalawa, or yung una sa nawawala rational numbers, sa tatlong nawawala, ay pinakagitna din ng 8 at 17 halves. So, ibig sabihin, we can still do, or we can still apply, yung averaging. So, we have 8 added to 17 halves, and then this will be divided by 2, or para mas magandang tingnan, multiply natin by 1/2. Okay, so we have to add a whole number and a fraction. The LCD will be 2 multiplied by 8, which is 16, and we copy 17. Then we just bring down also, or copy 1/2. 16 and 17 is 33 when added, all over 2, and it will be multiplied by 1/2. So, since wala nang pwedeng i-cancel, we just multiply the numerator and the denominator, and this will give you 33 over 4. Okay? So, susulat natin dito ay 33 over 4. Ngayon, hindi na natin kailangan isolve pa to using the same process kasi math is about discovering patterns din, di ba? So, tingnan natin to, inspect natin. Okay? So, 33 over 4. If they are consecutive, if this is an order, ibig sabihin consecutive sila. So, dapat may pattern. So, kung 33 yan, the next in line would be 34. Okay? 34. So, sulatan natin sa taas. Kita ba ang blue? 34. Yan. So, 34 over 4. Is 34 over 4 when simplified 17 halves? Divide mo yan sa 2. Yes, 17 halves. At yung 33 over 4 ay the number before it. So, if we work backwards, 33 less 1 is 32 over 4. Now, what is 32 over 4 equal to 8? Yes. So, that means tama yung nade-discover natin na pattern. And then, without solving here, just like what we did in the first of the 3 rational numbers that's needed to solve for, hindi mo na kailangan gawin ngayon dito, kundi ano na lang yung susunod sa 34. Okay, we have 35 over 4. And if we're going to complete the list, ang susunod sa 35 ay 36. 36 over 4. Is 36 over 4 9? Yes, so that means our answer would be 33 over 4, 17 halves, and 35 over 4. Okay? Ngayon, ang sabi natin kanina, balik tayo dun sa second rule. Sa second rule daw kasi, yung kung mag-insert ka ng 2 or more in rational numbers equidistant between the two given rational numbers, instead doing the averaging, you can still do something. Yung solve natin si D. And then, we just keep on adding D to the preceding numbers to get the succeeding numbers. Okay? So, recall natin. So, sabi natin, ang D daw, we solve D using the formula B minus A all over N plus 1. So, yung B natin dyan ay 9 minus A, which is 8. Yung N natin ay 3, since tatlo i-insert na rational numbers, and then added to 1. So, 9 minus 8 is 1 all over 4. So, ibig sabihin, itong ding na to, itong 1/4 na to, ang i-add natin sa preceding numbers or preceding terms. So, kung 8 yan, okay, and then blank, 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 and then 9. So, for this one, okay, 8 added to 1/4. So, ang LCD natin ay 4. 4 times 8 is 32 plus 1 is 33. Okay, so 33 over 4. So, ito naman, dito tayo. Okay, so, pwede kayo kay 33. 33 over 4, para mas madali, added to 1/4 is 34 over 4 na pwedeng i-simplify by dividing both numerator and denominator by 2, magiging 17 halves. Okay? So, 17 halves. At yung pangatlo, ay, gamitin natin yung 33 over 4. 33 over 4 added to 1/4 is, 34. I'm so sorry. It's 34. I got carried away. Supposed to be. So, dapat careful tayo dyan. 34 over 4 added to 1/4 is 35 over 4. And we have 35 over 4. And 35 over 4 plus 1/4 is 36 over 4 equal to 9. So, mapapansin nyo dyan, parehas lang tayo ng nakuhang sagot. So, either of the two methods will do. Okay? So, let's move on to the next one. So, ito na. So, paano kung two rational numbers lang ang kinakailangan nating i-insert between two rational numbers? And take note ha, these two rational numbers that we are solving must be equidistant or are equidistant from the two given rational numbers. So, dahil parehong fractions, napaka-importante before you do the solving for D is to determine which is A and B. Because A is the smaller, B is the larger of the two. So, we perform cross-multiplication kung tanda pa natin yung tinuro na elementary. So, this is 25. And for the other set, other pair, is 36. So, ibig sabihin, larger itong 6/5. Okay? So, your A is 5/6. And your B is 6/5. So, we first solve for D. So, sabi, B minus A all over N plus 1. So, your B is 6/5 minus 5/6 all over N, dalawa, yung kukunin natin na rational numbers, plus 1. So, we work on this part. So, medyo complicated na, no? So, LCD na 5 and 6 is 30. 30 divided by 5 is 6 times 6 is 36. Minus 30 divided by 6 is 5 times 5 is 25. All over 3. And this will give you 36 minus 25 is 11 over 30. All over 3. So, we have 11 over 90. Okay? So, this is our D. Now, sabi nga natin kanina, okay, determine the succeeding or the missing rational numbers between that are equidistant between 5, 6, and 6/5. We just keep on adding 11 over 90. So, si 5, 6, susulat muna natin siya dito, 5, 6, and then, ang susunod sa kanya ay 5, 6 plus 11 over 90. So, LCD natin is 90. 90 divided by 6 is 15 times 5 is 75 plus 11. So, we have 86 here over 90. And 86 over 90 can be simplified into 43 over 45. Okay? So, yan yung pangalawa natin. 43 over 45. Or yung una sa nawawalang rational number. Okay? Then, sunod. 43 over 45. So, 43 over 45 will be added to 11 over 90 ulit. So, LCD natin is 90. Divided by 45 is 2 times 43 is 86 plus 11. And when we add 11 to 86, makukuha natin ay 97 over 90. So, yun yung pangatlo sa order o yung pangalawang nawawalang rational number. 97 over 90. Okay? And to check if you'll be getting a 6/5 on the final answer, so tuloy lang natin. 97 over 90 added to 11 over 90, naging 108 over 90. At saan sila pwedeng i-divide? Saan pwedeng i-divide itong dalawang to? Okay, check natin muna. So, makikita nyo una muna, check natin. Pwede silang i-divide sa 2. So, pag i-divide sa 2, magiging 54 over 45. Pwede pa rin. Okay? Pwede pa rin i-divide yung 54 over 45 sa, para malowest term. Kailangan simplest form. Pwede pa rin i-divide yan sa 9. Okay? So, 54 divided by 9 is 6. And 45 divided by 9 is 5. And isn't it that the next one is 6/5? Okay. Therefore, we got the right rational numbers that are equidistant between 5, 6, and 6/5. Okay? So that's all for this session, and I hope that you learned something from this. Goodbye!